So my channel is called Find Me Riveting with Steph Calvert. I'm the Steph part of that. Find Me Riveting is the idea of doing interesting things or being an interesting person. And so I thought maybe for one of my first videos, it would make sense for me to rivet something. So I have this butter spreader from home that I think it was glued in, and the glue is broken down over time. So I mean, even though it looked really like a strong connection in there, it was wiggling around, and I want to make sure that it's really solid. So first I need to, when I opened this up, I discovered it had this hole here already. I don't really know why, but it was there, and that's helpful. I would have otherwise created a hole in that tang. So what I need to do is figure out once the blade is in there, where is the hole situated? So I'm going to measure with my calipers how far away the hole is there. So I'm looking from the base of this, I don't know, in butter spreaders, they use the same terminology as in sword making. To the center point of the hole that's already in there. And so that measures out to be 15.8 millimeters. So I want that. Say I can keep that same distance here. I'm going to mark that off on my wood. So now you see that there's a little line there. That tells me how far down it needs to be, and then I want to, well, presumably I want to center it, but I don't actually know. Is that situated in the exact center? Well, if we line it up here, I guess it depends on the angle, but I would like it to be centered. So I'm going to center it, and then I can sort of force it into that position with the rivet. So what I'm going to do here is I'll measure the distance. That's about 12 millimeters, so then half of that's going to be 6. So if I measure out 6, and then I mark it from both sides. Okay, so I've marked the hole on the one side, I've marked the hole on the other side. I have some scrap copper. I don't even know where if you need copper, you can probably wander down the alleys and find pieces of it. Honestly, I do. But okay, I guess I want more of a straighter piece. I want a piece that's going to be, so let's do it this way. I'll measure that. That's 9 and a bit, 9.5 millimeters. I'm going to want an extra little bit on each side. That looks about right. I'm going to bring it up to 11, because also there will be a little bit of countersinking there. So anyway, I'm going to bring that to about 11, and I want to mark that off. Even though these are jeweler's dividers, you can get the same kind of thing at any hardware. Like in Canada, we've got Canadian Tire. I've seen them there for sure. So they're a handy tool to have around for measuring both so you can use this to measure from the outside of something, and this to measure from the inside of something. Super handy. Anyways, so now I've got my length that I need. I'm going to use these cutters. Again, these kinds of cutters you can get at any kind of hardware store. The size of this copper wire is, well, it's like 2.5. It's 2.5 millimeters. which is fine. This hole is, oh man, you can't even see what I'm doing. There, is that better? Is that better? Okay, so it's more than 3, so I have plenty of clearance to do that. And so then I also need a drill bit that's going to be able to bore out the size of the hole I need. I think the biggest drill bit I have, just happen to have with me right now, is 2 millimeters, but I can, you know, wiggle it around a little bit or whatever. This visor, it's like super beautiful, I know. It's magnified, I don't need that right now. But do wear some form of safety glasses, please. You could use a drill press if you need to make your hole straight up and down. Because I have to wiggle it around a little bit anyways. It doesn't matter if it goes absolutely straight up and down because I'm going to be making some adjustments. Okay, so then, oh yeah, pretty much exactly where I want it to be. Okay, so if you see it's not quite in the right place, you can adjust that while you're making your hole down. That's not in the middle at all. The middle, did a nice job in the middle. Here, that's not the middle. It's not the middle. Well, watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. So I just need to make this hole, and I can feel that that handle is hollow a little bit. In there. Now, can I see all the way through? Okay, there. That's the big thing, is you get the hole lined up with the other hole. Now, you can see sticking up a little bit on both sides. Try to even that out a little. Is that not the cutest anvil you've ever seen? All right, here's where you hammer the bits. Hammer the bits. That doesn't sound fun. For any of you guys out there. Okay. Now I wanna, that's gonna widen it out. You see that's gonna widen the end out there? And I want to do it from both sides. Okay, that's pretty good. And then flush. High. Okay, so, completely 100% securely in there. Yes, don't grab blades with your hands. But still wobbly. I guess that's to be expected, unless I had a rivet that was the same size as my hole, I guess. But I know this is not going to come out. And it's in a pretty good position still. I'm not excited about that wobble. It's just the wood had been moved around so much it was degraded. I suppose what I might have done, too late now, thanks for the brilliant idea, was stick some food safe glue into that hole. I guess I'm calling that project complete, because really, how much time do I need to spend repairing this butter knife? And maybe this is when you're like, maybe when you're going, maybe a little bit of wiggles beneficial. Oh, it's for dainty pounding? I don't know. I was trying to find something clever to say there. Lovely on this side. That's the other side. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a butter spreader. Whew. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine stuff. It's not a measure of your value as a human being. Push it through. Why is it not working? It's not working, press harder, right? That's bad advice. Get in there! Can you see what I'm doing? You don't need to see my face the whole time. Thank goodness for aprons. If you'd like to see more examples of me embarrass myself, be sure to subscribe and like this video. If you liked this video, I've been told my vulnerability is endearing.